What the hell? Things started on its own. Geez, thanks. World of YouTube. I wanted to talk about a little email I got. Now, of course, this email was sent by a fellow YouTuber that at one time got this comment right here. The Fine Brothers, or well known as the Fine Bros. And the person put the comment up here, laugh my ass off, your content sucks ass. But then he goes on, that image is 100% fake. But the story is true. The Fine Brothers hit me up to tell me that my content sucked, but they saw viral potential, so they gave me feedback on how to make it better. And because they had years of experience, were consistently going viral, the advice they gave me completely changed, the YouTube channels in his life. Of course, now this guy's doing webinars. And they're grateful for this, program and whatever these, Fine Brothers did give him for advice, which I don't get that much. Just all that to show you that, right? And that's what I'm trying to get out of this stuff is, when I went to the webinar, everything I've been doing is right. It's just right, finding the right crowd. And who knows, I went on to Mr., as much as I didn't want to step into it, but I did because, right, it's something that needs to be known. And when you got a person making very strange comments, of course I'm going to jump in on that because I see something mentally deranged. But let's see what happens now that I will put up on my channel about the Fine Brothers. Because this guy who got this comment wait a minute. He is incredibly grateful for the impact they had on his life. I know I got lucky. I didn't know how important mentorship was. Mentorship. Didn't seek it out. Reach out to me out of the kindness of their hearts. But then the blow will blow me down, matey. So, leads me to do this. I'm going to take a... First thing I looked up on the Fine Brothers. What happened to the Fine Brothers? The React controversy. Of course, this was 1 year ago, 3 years later. But I believe in the beginning of 2016 and what can be learned from today. And been up to since their huge follow at the beginning of so something they have done now, mind you. And of course, with some people, money and popularity brings greed. And that's exactly what this guy, the gamer from Mars, and the Fine Brothers, I went on their page too today. Kind of just before I went on this video. And I did not know I subscribed to that channel. I don't even remember subscribing to it. But it was said subscribed. So I'm like, whatever. This guy does an editorial of what happened to him. So, I don't need to go into bit of detail. I don't need to go into much searching of these guys. But all I know is that they started off at doing reactions of people's faces, whether it be kids, whether it be adults, elderly, and so forth. And there was something that said, it was said in here that I believe they went up to like PG-13, which has saved them now from this dilemma that they did. And oh man, and just like Mr. AD, and I know where they got this idea from, because it happened to me, but not by the Fine Brothers. It happened by no other than American Funniest Home Videos. I got an email. I thought this was my big break. Because I did like I say, my content, I mean, they say, right, you gotta, to become a popular YouTuber, right, you gotta have great content. That's what the guy at the webinar said. Unless you're rich, unless you got tons of money, the only way other way you're gonna succeed is great content. So that means, right, when I went on to AD and literally put up a friggin' video of that man, not only because he's deranged and what he said in his comment, and I'll say it again, oh, I like it how you act like Maura Murray. It's like, what the f... And this person's pleading for help. Hope this guy don't mind me using his image, but you know what, I'm gonna take it off just in case. But this guy is pretty good too. But yeah, as soon as I put up his content of what I thought, and I was getting a lot of stuff on Maura Murray, but I've noticed that now it's kind of dying out. And I also noticed some of the Armchair Detectives dying out. I got a comment of someone saying, you know, what was it? You don't like the man so much. Why do you keep talking about him? And I wrote back to that person. I said, hey, I need the views right now. I'm trying to get up there. You know, you need the views, the 4,000 watch minutes. You need the stupid 1,000 subscribers. And like I say, with all the content that I have on it, and what happened to me was I brought my pug out when he was a puppy. Videos up. And I might want to go start going through my titles. I was thinking of that, and I'm going to start maybe changing some. Because I remember something about a title I wrote, and when something came up, I was like, oh, wait, I should put it that way. But I'm bringing the dog out, if anybody hadn't watched it yet. If you look up under Pug, it should be under the Pug playlist. And I brought my dog out. The friggin' dog's barking. Barking, barking. No one's there, just me, him. It's pretty much almost like in the middle of a snowstorm. Bark, bark, bark. What are you barking at? I start talking to him, so I put on the friggin' phone and start recording. Wouldn't you know, frickin' dog is barking at a snowbank. I think it was the first year he saw snow, so he saw this big, huge pile, tearing it up. He wasn't gonna tell this goddamn thing, right? I'm gonna tell you. And I made the video, oh, who you barking at, Ted, waving the camera. A friggin' snowbank, Ted, oh yeah. Wouldn't you know, I get a friggin' goddamn email from America's Funniest Home Videos, asking me if I want to put in my, my friggin' video to get looked at, maybe even get paid for it. Must have not have been good enough. But I realized down the end that the America's Funniest Home Videos, right, they're popular. And I'm sure their YouTube channel makes money and blows up the internet. And when I submitted my video, signed my Docusign, come to find out, I put up my video. Oh, look, this is going on American Funny's home videos. Come to find out, I'm copyrighted on that. YouTube didn't do nothing. I didn't get no strikes, It didn't put me in the danger zone. But if I was to be monetized, I wouldn't get paid for it. And this is where I think these guys got their ideas, the Fine Brothers. Because they were running out of ideas and they were starting to get a little, out of touch with reality, because there are only so many things you can do with reactions, right? Except for making them PG-13 and more updated and more parental advisory, right? But what they were doing was having people bring in their videos. How about you do reaction videos and give them to us? And when you know, it led them to taking that person's video and owning it. Just like American Funniest home videos. People just started ripping them up, unsubscribing. I get it. When you get on this thing, people don't want to pay. And why should they? I mean, yeah, you gotta do things. You gotta pay to get your channel to get paid. Believe me, I know that now. And right, you gotta have great content. But, so as I was saying, you get paid, or you gotta pay into what you gotta get. But these Fine Brothers, right, started taking people's content and copyrighting them. That means, oh my fucking God. And what I was saying, interrupt. I'm gonna forget what the fuck I said, but you goddamn kids. So yeah, I guess they maybe started striking people because they own the content that the people were sending in to them. That means they got paid, people got nothing. Who does that sound like? Oh yeah, that's right. Anybody should know what that sounds like, right? Give that money. Hey, give them videos. I think this guy said they were gonna pay people, but they didn't. And it all went into their channel. And yeah, what a better way to con people. But now they even have some TV shows, for Christ's sakes. Some on Nickelodeon. But, all in all, I guess they cleared up this thing, got rid of that, pretty much ripping people off. And like I say, anybody that got to go through YouTube, damn well you got to pay to get your damn crap on the top of the scene, the top of the game. And they did say it at the webinar that, I put in a comment, so you're telling me you got to steal other people's content? No, you take their content, you put it in your own content. Yeah, I get it, but to me that's like stealing. It's like, oh man, it sucks. You got to do things to get good content, you got to do things, and that's why I did my Armchair Detective. That's why I'm doing this now. And you got to do things that other people have done, but in your own version, your own way, and however you put it in, which I would love to, try to get stuff like this going, but I can't work off a computer right now. I'm fucking broke. And put bits and pieces in my videos or something, or make little short movie clips. I got so much ideas of what I want to do, but god damn it, it sucks. And I gotta start figuring out, I did figure out how to put content into a video, like texting or put pictures in there, but I gotta do a little more work on that. And I would like to do stuff like that too, making something, just get something that will blow up. They say, oh, don't be unique. You think original's gonna get you somewhere, it won't. But if I can mix the content with my originality, don't tell me it ain't gonna blow up. My thoughts and theories on the Armchair Detective. Hey, got a lot of people here, man. Thank you once again. And why should you have to pay? You can go watch friggin' free, TV for Christ's sake, but you shouldn't have to pay. I mean, I would love to be funded so I can make that bust through YouTube, but I don't want to, I don't know, man. It's just crazy. And pay back who's given to me. That's what I would do. Honestly, seriously, no frickin' lie. If I was to get funded, I would pay back, in generous helpings, too. Because I already know what people can make off this goddamn YouTube thing. If it's the right stuff, and I got everything. And I'm doing everything. I'm putting everything I can up. I do things that people do, and that's why I'm going to start changing my titles around to see if I can put something in similar so it will get caught up, go way back. Change the titles. Put in more, texts and stuff, or tags. But I told someone I started using, like, say, Ghost Adventure tags, Ghost Hunter tags. I put the tags in, and the friggin' thing wouldn't let me put the tags in. For some apparent reason, when I would do tags to try and, like, put other channels in to bring to mind, like Ghost Hunters or Ghost Hunt, it wouldn't let me do it. I erased all of it, put none of that in, and then it would go in. So you can't use like Ghost Adventures or Ghost Hunters. Or, if I were to use the Gamer from Mars too, or just to get that content through the tag to come up in his category. It won't let you do that. And the guy told me at the webinar, oh, you'd have to call support on that. And I don't know. It's just nuts what you got to do to get yourself on the head of the screen. But just to see what some people do, man, and it sucks to say, but sometimes money burns your brain. And if you ain't got a friggin' mind to use it right, of course you're gonna abuse it. And that's what these guys did, but I don't know. They settled everything. Everything's all back to normal. They do got their views still coming in and followers, but I don't want to be like these guys. No effing way, man. Just to think what they did and, pay us. Give us your videos so we get paid for your stuff. No, man, I couldn't do that if I tried, man. But it pissed me off. People like this are out there. AD. Bros. Fine bros. Yeah, they're the fine bros. Fucking dumb line bros. It's frustrating when I see stuff like this, so bear with me, folks. Until then, I'm going to bust through what I can and start trying to make things good, get myself motivated and better myself and pound through the doors of YouTube, you sons of bitches. And, yeah, hopefully one day I'm going to be traveling to every place I can get to so I can bring forth the history, the madness, and the truth. Huh? Till that next video, be safe, take care, out.